I've been with no sleep for like 5 days. Living this life just for Friday. I don't like rules, I do it my way. Everywhere I go they say my name. 605 crypto, 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 605 crypto.
We love green.
This is Travis B with 605 Crypto, and welcome to the show today. Happy Friday. Looking at the market, there's still a lot of red in the market. Bitcoin actually dipped below 40,000. The $40,000 threshold today was down in the 39,000s for a brief period this morning, but it's recovered a little bit. The overall market always follows Bitcoin, so we see a lot of red. Avalanche actually is having a little green right now, $85, great price for Avalanche. A lot of stuff going on in that Avalanche network. I encourage you to do a lot of research on your own on that. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. This is all for entertainment purposes. But hey, great price point for AVAX. And if going down the list here, it's been a heck of a year for Chainlink. They've had a tough year. I think Chainlink is a promising project to take a look at. Cosmos is still hanging in there around the $30 range. That's great. Algo, one of my favorites. This is one of the ISO 2022 compliant cryptos. I mine Algo. I was used to it being around the $2 range for the longest time, so it's a steal at 89 cents. If we look at the price action here over the last month, we were up around. We've had a pretty steep decline. We're in a consolidation period here, it looks like. So it's a great time to pick up some Algo. It's going to be one of the few cryptos that survives, I think, because it actually has some utility cases. It's got the ISO, the 2022 thing going for it, as XRP does, and CeeLo, and IOTA, and there's a few others, XLM, Stellar, but there's not a lot. So focus on those coins, stack your bags as you can when you're seeing the market like this, okay? Don't get depressed. Everybody else is freaked out. This is like a fire sale. Keep that mindset. Checking in with the Ripple SEC case, and I told you I'd give you an update as soon as we had one. Well, yesterday, a lot of nothing happened, and they basically, as Jeremy Hogan says here on the Twitter, give him a follow. He's been great. He's the XRP attorney for the XRP Army. He's been keeping us up to date, doing a lot of this on his own time. He said that we wouldn't see anything today because it was after 7 when they unsealed these things last night. If we check in over at USA Today, we can see that the unsealed exhibit shows that law firm Perkins Coie, oh God, where have we heard that name before? Clinton's, DNC, they get caught up in a lot of strange conversations when it comes to things that go on in politics that don't actually follow the law. But besides that, this isn't a political channel. The law firm Perkins Coie told Ripple Labs that its founders could receive XRP tokens at their own risk. However, the firm also warned the company against handing the tokens to investors and employees since it could increase the chance of the SEC classifying the token as an unregistered security. So this memo is from 2012, okay? The SEC wanted it to be unsealed. Ripple basically said, sure, we'll unseal it. Ripple thinks that this helps their case. I'm not happy that Perkins Coie's involved personally, but, we're all learning about this as time goes on and this case unfolds. If we check in with Crypto Bull over on the Twitter, after reading the latest motion by the SEC in the Ripple case, one can only draw 3 conclusions. 1. These people are mentally ill. Schizophrenia. 2. The entire agency is corrupt. 3. The SEC is toying with XRP investors in the American judicial system. So if we check in over with Mickle Markets, and he has a great YouTube channel, make sure you give him a follow. This case is virtually unwinnable for the SEC without the aid of a compromised court. Gary knows this, but needs to make sure other crypto companies fear going through litigation with the SEC, no matter how strong their case is. Delays are all the SEC has to play right now. And this makes a whole lot of sense. This case has been a train wreck for the SEC. I think Gary's trying to scare these other companies a lot of them don't have as big a war chest as Ripple has. And, lawsuits, you have to hire lawyers and it's going to cost you a lot of money. So just through that threat, they can enforce things that aren't actually on the books because they're looking at, it's a mess. This whole case is a mess. Checking back in over at USA Today, we can see that 208 million XRP shoveled by Coinbase. Rumors of possible XRP relisting sparkle. We talked about this yesterday. They picked up some yesterday. They're transferring more in. You can't buy it on there right now, so why is Coinbase buying up XRP? Are they going to relist it? Do they know something we don't know? Touching back on this topic we talked about earlier with Donnie Darko over on the Twitter, the Pluto. And again, these dates and numbers, I guess I'm a little bit superstitious. I guess a little more than I thought I was. But on 2/22/22 will be once in a 248-year event. Pluto is going to conjunct return to the United States. The last time this happened was on July 4th, 1776, the exact founding day of America. Astrologically, Pluto brings destruction and rebirth. Rome fell when Pluto returned. Rome, one of the greatest empires. We still don't know how they did a lot of stuff. Okay? So, I guess I'm a little superstitious. Give Donnie Darko a follow. His Twitter feed is very intriguing here. They talk about the fall of the Roman Empire and the conjunction with these Pluto dates. They talk about Kanye's new album that's coming out, 2/22/22, that shows this burning house. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. If you're superstitious, give it a read. Just the date alone. How many people are probably getting married on 2/22/22? All the wedding venues can jack their prices up, I guess, and, make a killing. Checking in over at thestreet.com, the Fed adopts rules banning its officials from trading stocks and crypto. The rules stipulate the Fed officials cannot purchase individual stocks, cryptocurrencies, or commodities. If we check in the article, it's a great read. Give it a read. Under the new rules, senior Federal Reserve officials are prohibited from purchasing individual stocks or sector funds, holding investments in individual bonds, agency securities, cryptocurrencies, commodities, or foreign currencies, entering into derivatives contracts, and engaging in short sales or purchasing securities on margin. Also, officials will have to give 45 days notice for buying and selling securities, obtain prior approval for such transactions, and hold investments for at least 1 year. Purchases and sales also will be prohibited during periods of heightened financial market stress. So this is all positive. The Fed is adopting this. They basically got in trouble after there was three former Federal Reserve officials that made questionable trades that they profited a whole lot from. So they're adopting this. Now, can we get the Congress to adopt these same rules? Because there's no excuse that these people are going in to Congress, getting careers out of it, and coming out as, multi-hundred millionaires. So checking in on an older article at infosecuritymagazine.com, I wanted to bring this up because it continues to be a problem. YouTube Live crypto scams made nearly $9 million in October. Now, this is last fall, but this continues to be a problem. So what people are doing is basically, if we check in over here on this XRP Dev YouTube channel, give them a follow. I actually had one of these brought up at the time, but it got reported. There's so many of them, they pop up like whack-a-mole. You get one, another 5 of them pop up. Okay? So anytime you see anything advertised like this one over here on the side that says, Brad Garlinghouse, why 2.5 Ripple next week? Urgent. Live now. That's suspect. When you click on something like that and you see footage of Brad Garlinghouse speaking live, and then you see something over on the side here that says, if you send 5,000 XRP, you will get 10,000 XRP back. If you send 10,000 XRP, you will get 20,000 XRP back. I mean, it's too good to be true. When things sound too good to be true, they usually are. I mean, that's a rule my dad taught me a long time ago. It's usually always true. One of the best rules I was ever taught. You're going to see this across multiple cryptocurrencies, not just Ripple. You're going to see it for Ethereum, you're going to see it for Bitcoin, you're going to see it for Cardano. Now what happens is people that are new to the space, they're going to pick up something, they heard Brad Garlinghouse's name, and they're watching this. It looks like he's talking there live to, the pomp, whatever you think of him. I don't think much of him, but you're watching this, you're convinced this is going on live. It gives some credence to this stuff going on over here with the send the 5,000, you're going to get 10,000 back. Who's 5,000 XRP? I mean, when you're looking at that right now, if XRP is hovering around 80 cents, that's a $3,000. So you're going to send somebody $3,000 and they're going to double that and send you 6 back? I mean, no. That doesn't happen. So what happens is they'll give you an address. If you send your XRP or whatever cryptocurrency to that address, it's good as gone. You just got scammed. So please watch out for this. They also get in the comments. Usually these YouTubers are not going to talk with you in a direct message or ask you to call them on their phone in the comments. If you see that, that's also a red flag. So, make sure you're just keeping yourself safe and you're not getting taken advantage of, especially if you're new to the crypto space. These scams are all over the place. Like I said, whack-a-mole. You report one, 10 more pop up. Your success is your own responsibility, nobody else's. Look, life's not fair, and you're not always going to get dealt a fair hand, and you can whine and complain about it as much as you want, and you can talk about how it's everybody else's fault, but guess what? You're not going to get better till you start putting in the work. So put in the work every day, invest in yourself, and make it happen. Take responsibility for your own life. Thanks for joining the show today. If you made it this far, give us a like, subscribe, tell a friend about the show. This is Travis B with 605 Crypto. We'll catch you next time.
I've been with no sleep for like 5 days, living this life just for Friday. I don't like rules, I do it my way. Everywhere I go, they say my name. 605 Crypto, 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 605 Crypto.
We love green.